Hey everybody, it's Ian DS10 here, and I'm back a couple of days later, and I've almost got over the 24 hours. It was amazing, and I can't believe we raised £3,790. And I'd like to thank everybody that took part, and everybody that's donated, and everybody that supported me while I was on the stream. Thank you so much, every one of you. But Oscar still needs a donor. He still needs to find somebody that has the suitable stem cells. So far, we haven't been able to find one. On the tests that were done in Worcester a couple of weeks ago, there was one person that was a match, but not for Oscar, for somebody else. So it's a partial success. We still need to find one for Oscar. Please go to www.dkms.org.uk. If you are aged between 17 and 55, live in the UK or Ireland, go to the website, answer a few questions. They'll send you out a stem cell test kit. It's so simple to do. 3 swabs, they go in your mouth. It's a saliva test. You rub them in your side cheeks, and then you put them in the envelope, send them back to the charity, and they will test them for you. You might be the donor that helps Oscar. He has less than 3 months to live. He needs the donor now. Anyway, enough. Please, 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 if you can, please donate. During the stream, Positive Wave said to me, he said, I will donate £100 if you interview wareJc. Now, wareJc, what he wanted to do was ask me to interview him about his father, who was an American military serviceman, and he served for quite a long period of time. So I did, and here's what happened. So please enjoy. Are you about? So earlier on, Positive Waves, aka James, asked me if you would come on and have a chat about your father, and he said if we do that,
anything to get money out of that tight Irishman.
absolutely.
I
Well,
mean,
he said if we have a chat for about 5 minutes about your dad and his illustrious military past, he would donate £100, which he has done. So how about it? So I'd love to hear about your
a,
dad's.
a, a, absolutely. Well, my dad was a character.
Hmm.
Um, he joined the Navy in World War II.
Okay.
Um, Slightly underage by a couple of years.
Okay.
Um, the short summary of that is he served in the Navy.
Hmm.
Uh, in the Pacific, he was on PT boats,
Yeah.
and after the PT boats basically got their ass shot off early on the war, they put him on a carrier hanging bombs off airplanes.
Okay.
He got out of World War II, went to college. He was a teacher for just a couple of months. The Korean War started, so he decided it was better to go back to war than keep teaching kids. Um,
Okay.
he was very early deployed in the
Right.
Korean War.
Yeah.
Served in the Korean War in the infantry.
Yeah.
Um, he made the march back from the Chosin Reservoir. Um, Picked up some frostbite damage from that. Um,
Oh, I bet that was hard to deal with.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a tough old farm boy from southern United States.
Right.
Um, he, after the war there, he came back, became a member of the Army Security Agency, which was the predecessor to the National Security Agency,
Yeah.
and he went to Vietnam for 5 years total.
Wow. So he's really has
Uh,
served your country, hasn't he?
uh, yeah, he passed just a couple years ago, but
Hmm.
he had 13 years of combat altogether, deployed in combat theaters.
Mm.
Um, and my mother, he'd met my mother along the way, and she was actually a Navy nurse.
Okay.
So I was born in the Philippines. My sisters were born in Japan.
Oh, so you,
Um,
you really have travelled around a bit then as well
oh,
in your
all
earlier
over,
years. Yeah.
all over. Hmm.
Wow.
Yep, the family was roving. Um, but he retired from the National Security Agency, and he'd been with them so long. He was actually the fourth cryptologist hired by them officially when they became the NSA.
Okay.
And he actually started their museum. He was asked to do the museum before he retired.
Wow.
There in Fort Meade, Maryland.
Wow.
And he knew some characters. I met some very interesting people in my time because of him. Bill Donovan, I met, who started in the OSS, which became the CIA.
Okay.
I got to run around with some interesting people because of my dad.
Okay. And because I know you were in the armed forces, so I assumed that your father was like an inspiration for you to join the forces. Would you say that's fair?
My family has a military history that goes all the way back to before the founding of our country.
Wow. Okay.
So we've it's just something to. In
It's
fact,
something that.
one of my nieces just headed off to service Wednesday. It's just what we do.
Oh, mate. I mean, I know from what I've seen in the past, and James has thrown this on me tonight, and I hadn't had a chance to do any research or anything. Otherwise, I'd have, got it all ready, and we'd have had, I could have highlighted
Well,
certain
I wouldn't
things.
do this except for the money. I've talked about him once
Yeah, I can remember
long ago.
on
Yeah,
Telegram
yeah.
you did just after your father passed away, and you made this wonderful tribute to him, if I remember rightly, and that was probably one of the most moving things I've ever read on Telegram. And it just he really was a patriot for your country, and he really did serve. So
I
hats off to
really
him.
think with so many people, he was a nice man
Mhm.
for the people I get back. I mean, that's just. I mean, everybody's got. You get one mother, you get one father, and um, I was blessed that it was him.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so if I really do pass on and I have half the reputation that he had, I'll feel very content about it.
Mm.
You know,
Ah, well,
so
hats off to you and all your family, obviously, because it's still going on even as we speak.
oh yeah.
Mm.
And if I could tell some really good lies to get more money out of James, I'm totally willing. So if you want to work this some more, feel free. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll
uh,
I'll work on James a bit later because I'm sure he'll be back on soon. Because
oh
he's
yeah, yeah. Tell him
he's
I wouldn't do it unless he put in 150.
okay.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Thanks to wareJc there for sharing his memories of his father there. Right, that's about it for tonight. So thanks very much for listening. I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Please share this with anybody. Spread the word around. We need to help Oscar. Thanks very much. Bye for now.